Hello everybody, this is Keejchen and welcome. This is another type of video that I will be trying out. And I have no idea if this is going to work, so this is a test. This is a test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. This game is called Star Wars Rebellion, and we are in a Steam game called Tabletop Simulator. It's Tabletop Simulator. You can run all sorts of board games in this simulator, tabletop board games, and you can play Mage Wars in it as well. This is Star Wars Rebellion. Very cool game that we are gonna be trying to play. It's very long, but you can probably tell that from the length of the video. I will be editing the video sort of like I do with my Mage Wars videos, trying to not sure exactly how that's going to work. At least the planning phases can definitely be removed, and then we'll see about the rest. We are playing against a dude called Crackermandel, an Italian friend of mine, who is basically the only one I play this game with online. But I know he plays a lot in the people from the official Discord, and that's pretty cool. Lots of good players in there. I think me and Crackermandel are sort of the same skill level in this game. And I am Imperial. Every time he and I have, or at least the last few times he and I have played, the Imperials have won. This game is all about playing the two sides in the Star Wars struggle. Let's see. I have to choose road here. You have to choose your deck. More on that later. I'm not going to go too much into detail about the actual rules of the game. If you are interested in this game and you don't know it yet, then I highly recommend that you look it up. It's a very, very good Star Wars strategy game. But it is a bit complicated and it is a bit long. What we're doing right now is we're setting up the game. We chose our sides before the video started. I am the Imperials and Crackermandel is the Rebellion. Right now we are doing unit deployment, so I'll have to deploy my units. We were assigned planets, much like the Octagon Mage Wars module. The Star Wars Rebellion Tabletop Simulator module has some very nice automation, so a lot of the things we are doing has been automated. Just like, for example, it drew the starting planet for us and put out the tokens for that. It has set up my starting units here. At least assign them, or told these are the ones that I have to put on the board as the Empire at the game start. That's what we're doing right now. We have to put at least one unit on every planet that we have loyalty on. That's what I'm doing right now, just getting that down. Did I miss one? No. Then we are allowed to put the Death Star under construction in a remote system that is not Dagobah by as per a house rule that we like to run here. So I will be putting it on Tatooine then. Tatooine is up here. And with the Death Star, it has to have a contingent of 4 TIE fighters and 1 stormtrooper. So that's what I'm doing here. They're sort of bunched up at the start for me. Good. So these are my starting planets. This one you can choose yourself. It has to be a remote system. And yeah, remote systems are the systems without loyalty markers. Some systems have loyalty markers, and they are called popular systems. Good. We have loyalty on some systems, and now I have to put the rest of my units on the board in systems where we have either loyalty or other units. I will want some Star Destroyers. What I like to do as my main strategy in this game is to make 3 primary fleets that are strong and can respond to threats wherever I need them. And yeah, basically that's the idea. Having 3 strong fleets that can go where I will need them. Rather than making a lot of spreading out. You could do another strategy where you spread out and try to cover as much as of the board and be flexible. But the problem is the rebel scum will come in from the side. What am I doing here? We don't want them there. Trying to talk and put down units at the same time is sort of difficult. But I've done this setup so many times And I feel fairly confident that I can do this. So I'm trying to make 3 primary fleets. We'll make one here in Saleucami. We'll probably be making one in Coruscant, because it is sort of an exposed, fragile, not fragile, but it's an important strategic point for the enemy to conquer. We want to have a strong presence on our home planet here. That's what I'm doing there. Then I'm making one in Saleucami, because there are 3 very, very important planets in this game, and those are Utapau, they are Corellia, and it is Mon Calamari. They each have a blue square on them, and that means that they can produce the highest tier of spaceships, and for that reason they are strategically important, as you can imagine. We want big spaceships. We can, if we own a planet with like Corellia with a blue square on it, we can produce Star Destroyers. If the rebels own them, he can produce Mon Calamari cruisers. And the more of them, more Star Destroyers we have, the better. The less Mon Calamari cruisers he has, the better. So I want to capture these 3 planets, or at least deny him access to the same. That is the idea. We can't get to Utapau as easy as the 2 others. As you can see, we are adjacent to these 2 here, but not to Utapau, so he will most likely be able to take Utapau, but at least we can make sure that he only gets that one, and then hopefully take it from him early on. Now it's getting a little bit more tricky. One more soldiers up here, one more fighters here. Okay, sort of made some strong systems now. Now I want to put at least one more stormtrooper onto the outlying system, so they are a little bit harder to grab for him. We already did that on Mygeeto here. Mandalore is covered from Saleucami. There's Sulust here. Am I missing one planet? No, I think I should have 5 planets in excess of Coruscant, and then Tatooine, yes. How's our ground forces looking here? We could put a little bit more. Maybe I'll put another. We have different types of units, of course. They have different strength and roll, which means that they roll different dice and have different amount of HP. So I'm trying to make it balanced setup. So that basically the idea is that we want to make sure that his starting fleet cannot overcome one of my 3 strong fleets. I put a Star Destroyer and a carrier in each of the 2 other systems. I'll do the same here. That's like a nice little combo. Let's put in some more fighters up here. 3 fighters, 4 fighters here, and 3 fighters there. Maybe I'll do like this and put another fighter up here. From here I'll probably try to grab both of Y and Ryloth. They are rebel loyal to the rebel alliance, the rebel scam. Let's see. We need a little bit more ground forces up there. And this is fairly strong. I could probably do this. And Crackermandel is helping me organize my troops. He likes to move the stuff around and make sure it looks nice. I like it too, so it's okay. Sort of organized like that. Now we're looking at the starting setup that I have set, and we are going to reevaluate it a little bit. This is a fairly decent fleet. This is a fairly decent ground army. This is his starting army, so he could contest it at Mon Calamari with that. And I'm thinking about upgrading it a little bit. So I'll take 1 stormtrooper. And I want this ATST over here instead. So we upgrade it a little bit over here. That looks better. He could come in here and take out this ground force, but he would throw away his army at the attempt of taking Coruscant. And he will probably not win the space battle. I don't think it's worth it for him. Alright. I will say done. Done with my setup. Then he has to put his units on the board. The rebel player can put his units in 2 different systems. One of them has to be the rebel base, and then one other system somewhere on the board. Alright, and he's putting them in K2 Neimoidia. And I am sorry if I am slaughtering these Star Wars names. I feel fairly confident in pronouncing some of them. Naboo, Corellia, Coruscant, but then K2 Neimoidia, not sure. You'll have to bear with me. So he's putting in a fleet here. Now, the rebel base, let's talk about that. When he's done setting up his forces, he will grab one card from the probe deck here. There's a card for every system that you see on the board, except for Coruscant, because it can never have the rebel base. And he can choose to have his base on that system. The 5 systems that I started with have been removed from that pile. The same with Tatooine has also been removed from that pile. So you cannot start on those. But basically any other system, even those with his rebel loyalty, could be the rebel base. He will be putting that card face down here. And the object of the game for me is to go and find the rebel base. And he can move it later on if we should end up finding it. So he's put in, let's see, Corellian Corvette, X-Wing, U-Wing, basically his entire Starfleet here. And K2 Neimoidia. There's an objective for just being in one of the systems next to Coruscant, and that's probably what he's going for here. That's why it's nice to have a home defense fleet. We can also go and to make sure that he does not take Corellia. He could be going for Sullust as well. Sullust. Probably a decent objective for him as well. Here's the Tatooine card that is removed from the game. Or maybe I get it into my hand, I'm not sure. Probably that, actually. Again, like I said, if you are completely dumbfounded by this and like what's going on, I recommend that you go and give the rules a read through. It's not a big rule book. It has a lot of ifs and buts, but the game play is fairly simple in its core, but of course there's a lot of small things going on here and there. All right, so we get some starting action cards. And he has an immediate one here that must be revealed right away. It says, Human-Cyborg Relations. Attach the C-3PO ring to any leader. He has his leaders over here. So he gets C-3PO for this playthrough. He attaches it to Mon Mothma. So C-3PO is helping Mon Mothma. What that does is when you fail a diplomacy mission in C-3PO's system, in the system he is in, discard the ring to make the mission succeed instead. So somehow he uses his goofiness to turn diplomatic missions from a fail into a success. And that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see if we have any immediate things. We do. So when he's done there, I will reveal this one, early promotion. And I will probably, so either draw one starting action card or recruit Admiral Motti. If you recruit Admiral Motti, place him in a Grand Moff targeting in an Imperial system. Do we want to do that? I usually grab the other, you can, or recruit, draw one more action card. We can do that instead. I usually don't recruit him. I usually don't. I don't want to. What's going on? Oh, he took he threw the Tatooine card in the box. That's fine. I will grab another card here. I don't want to have Admiral Motti. He is the worst leader, but of course you can. The thing is, you can get one extra one, but you'll have to use another leader's mission for the first round, and I don't think he's worth it. The first round is very important in this game, so I want to just have all my 4 leaders for that round, and then we get according to my design instead, which is a combat ability for Mr. Palpatine. He's here. All according to my design. And then we have Brilliant Administrator for Grand Moff Tarkin here. An assignment, so a special mission for him to go and do in a round where he can build in a system. That's kind of cool. He has an objective card here, and this is our starting missions. Let's see. Hidden base established. This is his base. He has chosen it here. We'll shuffle the probe deck. There you go. He gives it a few extra shuffles. Mr. Crackermandel is very into the whole making sure everything is prim and proper, and that is a good thing. Oh, okay, wow. We have now started the game. The script for the setup is complete. We got the two best missions in our hand here. Collect Bounty and Lure of the Dark Side. I think you can imagine what this one does. So let's talk about the other missions first. We have some basic missions, 4 basic missions. Rule by Fear, where we can gain loyalty in the system. We can try to gather intel to gain probe cards. This way we can eliminate systems in our search for the base. Capture Rebel Operative. You can imagine what that does. We will capture an enemy leader. And Research and Development. This can remove sabotage and gain us project cards, which are special missions that can build new Death Stars, fire the Death Star, and build Superstar Destroyers and things of that order. Then we have 2 special missions. We draw missions from the mission deck every turn, and these are character-specific missions, but they can be completed by other characters as well. This is Collect Bounty. With this you can capture a rebel leader that is in any system. If successful, capture that leader, then move the leader to the closest system. Normally you can only capture leaders where you have units of your own. And then Lure of the Dark Side. So you can turn an enemy leader to the dark side. And we can do this basically turn 1. I'm probably going to do it turn 2 though. Did he say done? Yes, he did. So he has set up his missions here. Now we will put missions down on the board. And we should try to capture either Corellia or Mon Calamari. We will probably go for Mon Calamari. I don't want to move out to Corellia, and he would come and intercept that fleet. So let's not expose our back there. And then we can lock down. We can go to both Hawaii and Ryloth and basically take those from him. We can go to Kashyyyk as well, but he's covering that one with his fleet. It'll all make sense in a bit when I start doing missions. In the first turn, I'll probably just be doing Rule by Fear. It is fine. And I will be doing it with Darth Vader. It is fairly simple. And that will be my planning for turn 1. Is there anything else here? We could do the assignment, but I'm also saving that one. And yeah. Alright. I will say done. So now we are in the actual command phase of the game, where people will, or the players will take turns to do either a mission or an activation of a system. And let's see. The rebel player always starts, so he has to move first here. And we can go, and we have this little star map here, so while he's thinking, I'll go and do this. This is how I mark. We owned this this system from the start of the game. The side-turned probe card here means that he can never have his base on those. He can never have his base on those spaces in these systems. And that I find it helpful to do like this. There, we know that the base can never be in those systems. He is making an alliance in Utapau. That's what the rebels do. They make alliances. I cannot stop him, or I don't want to. He also has C-3PO to force it if he wants to, because it's a diplomatic mission. Then I will go with, let's see, who would we want to do it with? General Tagay, I think. Goes to Mon Calamari with an assault carrier, 1 TIE fighter, let's see, 1 AT-ST, and 1 stormtrooper. Alright. That's how you move units. You go in with a leader and activate a system. I will ask him, okay. If the rebel base is here, we will find it now and we would fight. But if it is not, we immediately get suppression in that system. Suppression occurs when The Imperial player has units in the system where there is no rebel operatives or rebel units. We have to have ground units there. They will suppress the system, which is not like having loyalty, but it will build us some units. He is doing an infiltration. You can stop the video at any time if you want to read the cards, of course, but he's doing an infiltration here. It's not super important. He needs one success to do it because I was opposing with General Tegay. He got it, so he gets to do the thing. He gets to look at 2 objective cards from his objective deck, put one on the top and one on the bottom. It helps him sort through the objective deck and find the objectives that he wants to complete and sort away those that he does not want to complete. That's what he's doing here. Putting one on the top, then removing the deck, putting the deck on top of the card. Good. Then Grand Moff Tarkin will go and shut down both the Y, I think. Like so. Here we will bring sort of the same composition as we did before. 1 fighter, 1 carrier, stormtrooper, stormtrooper. I'll bring 3 stormtroopers here. And 1 more TIE. Oh no, that's too many. It can only carry 4 units. So like that. Now it is suppressed, but there's still rebel loyalty here. So you see that denoted by the red background on the suppression marker. It overrides his suppression as long as we are in the system with a ground unit. He loses the effect of having loyalty there, and I gain the effect of having suppression. And we will go and mark that the base was not there, because then he would have told us, and we would have fought. So there is no rebel base in both Y at this time. Okay. He will do another mission with General Riken. He's doing sabotage in my Jido. Okay. Okay. Cannot stop him. Don't want to. You can oppose with a leader from your leader pool, but then you lose that leader for doing an actual mission. So I'm not interested in that. Now we could go and take Ord Mantell, and that would actually be kind of interesting here. I think I will do Darth Vader's mission now. Oh! He put in Princess Leia up there, and that actually blocks his Rule by Fear effect in there. So I could do it in Corellia instead. That's interesting. That's probably why he did it. Very cool move. Yeah, he's always making up new strategies. If I move my fleet over here, he will likely move his fleet over here. Maybe they make a play for Coruscant next turn. But is that really a problem? I don't think it is that much of a problem, and it will guarantee us getting the Star Destroyer. So I will do it. God damn it, my mouse is being annoying today, so that's why it's dropping the things when I'm trying to do the thing. And it's doing it again right now. I might go and grab a battery in between the turns here. I want to see if he comes in here and contests that. I don't think he will, but we'll see. I'll come in here with the whole thing, just leaving Coruscant alone. It's fine. We can go back and conquer it next turn if he makes a play for it. I think it's more important guaranteeing the Star Destroyer for ourselves. I gotta say okay. And ask him if he put his base there. I assume that he didn't. Otherwise the game would probably end now. Now let's see if he wants to come in and contest it. I don't think he's gonna come in with his fleet here. But his last leader is Jan Dodonna. It's in the leader pool, which means it's not gonna do a mission. The only thing he can really do with it is to contest missions or move fleets. So since he cannot contest this mission, I'm not doing it right now. He has to do his stuff now. One would assume that he is going for moving the fleet somewhere. And I'm wondering, I would think that it's going to be to Alderaan. That would immediately score him the objective if he has that special objective for being close to Coruscant, which is 1 point. The game is played over a number of rounds. The time marker here moves every turn. When we hit the Rebel reputation marker, the game ends. And he can move the reputation marker down by completing objectives. That is the main idea. Okay, he's moving into Sullust. Just with the fleet? No, he's moving in the ground units as well. Makes sense. That will prevent me from producing in that system this turn, because he is going to take away my suppression in here. When you have suppression, normally when you control a system, like you have loyalty in Kashyyyk, you produce for both production systems symbols in that system. When you have suppression as the Empire, you only produce for the first symbol, so we lose a yellow triangle, and more on that later. This will initiate a fight, because we have units in the same system. Only a ground fight, because I have no space units, so we'll do a ground battle in here. He has his leader, Jan Dodonna will lead on his side. And yeah, when you are in combat, you have to play a card every round. So we will do that right now. And I think support of the 501st is probably fine to play here. I will do it. It has the Stormtrooper special symbol on it, which means that we get to use the special ability on that card. It says destroy one ground unit. It will not roll dice this turn. He will probably play the Rebel equivalent of that card. He has one that does the same for his Rebel Troopers. And it is a quite common play to just use that early on to eliminate one figure. I don't always use it in the first combat, sometimes just to trick the opponent a little bit, but here I think it's applicable and a-okay, so we will do it. And I'm really looking forward to turn 2, where we are gonna turn someone to the dark side. I'm probably gonna go for Leia. If we are really lucky, he recruits Luke Skywalker this turn, and we can try to lure Luke Skywalker to the dark side turn 2. That would be incredible. Okay. So he uses another card. Cool. I will destroy a Rebel Trooper before it gets to roll dice. He did that for me. We'll discard this one. He played one that, since he doesn't have the turret above, he will use the ability below, prevent one red hit or black hit. Now he's rolling dice, and he basically killed my guy. Take 1 damage. If we roll a lightsaber for him, he will heal it. He rolls 1 black die because he is a Stormtrooper. And they have 1 black die here. They also have 1 black hit point. Okay, and he rolls 1 damage, but he has a block for that. So it's fine. It's blocked, and my guy is dead. And then we discard casualties. That is 1 battle resolved. Since there are no Imperial ground units in Sullust anymore, the suppression goes away, but it does not give him loyalty, and he cannot gain suppression because rebels, they don't use that sort of strategy where they force civilians to do the work for them. I see it as a sign of weakness more than anything. That is the end of the first round. No, it is not. I almost forgot that I have Darth Vader, and he will go in here and rule by fear. Attempt an unpopular system that contains an Imperial unit, and that is Corellia right now. If successful, gain 1 loyalty. And he did it for me. So now we have loyalty, and when we have loyalty, we can produce both production symbols, which means that we will get a Star Destroyer this turn. Then we clear the mission area. Basic missions with a yellow arrow at the bottom go back into your hand. Leaders return to your leader pool. Draw 2 missions and 2 probes. What we can do with those is a Dathomir, for example. Where's Dathomir? I always forget here. Dathomir does not have the rebel base, because if he was on Dathomir, we would not be able to draw this card from the probe deck. The base is here, in whatever probe that is. And then Felucia is also not occupied by the rebel base, or the vice versa. We also do 2 new missions. Break their will is not a good one. Hunt them down is a pretty good one. Good. Then we will draw possible recruits. The first 4 rounds, you get a new leader, and we get a choice between 2. You either get this guy. This is catch them by surprise. I forgot his name, but we'll get that in a minute. Or we can choose this guy. This is Krennic. Lord's Vader's orders immediate. No, that's not a good ability. This is one of the best abilities in the game. Catch them by surprise. Place this leader in it. It's basically a surprise move before the round actually starts, which is super powerful because without this card, the rebels will always move first. With this one, we can move first as the Empire. So I'll go and dig him up. Let's do it again. Why is that not working? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Admiral Ossel is the name of the guy. Catch them by surprise. This is his thing. He has 1 blue skill icon and a white one. And then he has 2 space tactics and 1 ground tactic. Let's see what... He has not chosen a leader yet. Ideally, he should choose his leader first, because the rebel always does things first. But I'm not too strict on that kind of policy. Sometimes it's important for me to know which one he chooses before I choose. This one, it was a fairly straightforward choice, and he got Luke Skywalker. We are totally gonna turn Luke Skywalker to the dark side. Turn 2. And it says here, if successful against Luke Skywalker, the rebel player loses 1 reputation. This is brutal. If this succeeds, it is gonna be super brutal. I don't know what to say other than that. That is... Jesus. Huh. Alright. Enough about that. It's not gonna happen yet. Then we have build counts. Why does that not work now? Some of the automation is a little bit wonky here. That might be because of the recording. Not sure. The automation is super awesome because it tells us what we are gonna get without us having to look at the board. And that's super helpful. So we get 1 Star Destroyer on space number 3 here. And that denotes how many turns it will take for that unit to get built. Then we get 2 from TIE Fighters or Strike Fighters. And I like to mix it. So we take 1 TIE Fighter and 1 TIE Striker and put that also on that space there. Good. Then we get, on turn 2, 1 TIE Fighter or TIE Striker. Then I'll put on a TIE Striker. These are units from the expansion, if you are unaware of that. You can find the rule set for that as well, of course. Then on turn 1, we get 2 Stormtroopers or Assault Tanks. And again, I like to mix them. And then we get 2 ATST or Shield Bunkers. And again, I like to mix them. Being a little bit wonky here. Okay, I think they will come down when I let go. There you go. And then we get 1 TIE Fighter or TIE Striker, and I will go for TIE Fighter. Need some more space dominance, and they are better in space. Good. Then everything on the build track moves 1 turn down, so these guys will fall off the board and they will be built this round. Jesus, they are really messing up here. Then this guy will move down to turn 1, so we'll get him next turn, and these guys, including the Death Star that is coming in, will move down to turn 2. So it'll take us 3 turns before this Death Star replaces the Death Star under construction. Now the Rebel player builds first, so he got some units and he will be building them. He built 1 on Kashyyyk. I think he put something in his base. He put in a unit and an X-Wing. Cool. Again, we don't know where this space is, but once they are discovered, they will simply be put into whatever system they are on. And then we will have to put in our units. I think this can wait. We can always put them back into the build queue and then save them for next recruitment. Do we want to build a fighter here? We could do that to reinforce against his fleet. I think that's prudent. Also a Stormtrooper probably, or an ATST. Yes, an ATST in here. You can build a maximum of 2 models in every system. So now we've built 2 here. That's the limit. Then we have a stormtrooper and an assault tank. And I think I want to build something in Mustafar since he's threatening that system right now. And then probably save a stormtrooper so we can put in a ground unit next turn. You only build units to the build track every other round. So next time we would not get any ground units, except if I put one here to have it fall off the board next turn. Good. Then we are going into the planning phase. I think I can talk through it, basically. He starts, so I have a little bit more time. It may cut in this, but I'm not sure it's necessary. The turn timer has been moved to turn 2. And all in all, we are ready to advance to the second round. I will be playing this whole shenanigans. So we'll play Collect Bounty. We'll play Lure of the Dark Side and hope to do both things in one turn. It's gonna be awesome. He is assigning his heroes first. Then we will play... Do we want anything else? We should play this thing here. Research and Development. It can remove the Sabotage marker that is in my Jido right now. And that's a really good card. We will remove a Sabotage marker and then draw 1 project card from here for free. And that is nice. So we get 2 effects in 1 with that play. And then we probably want to save the rest to do some moves. We want to make sure that we move some of our fleet here to Geonosis. So we can conquer Utapau the next turn. And, what else? I messed up a little bit. Well, the shield bunker. Maybe we won't use it. We could have built it in here in this turn, but I'm going to move out the ground units. And then we won't be able to build it in there anymore, so, Alright. That's fine, though. Sullust here. The space fleet is nothing compared to ours, and the ground forces are not really either. They could try to conquer Mustafar, but we can follow them. Now, we don't have a lot of coverage in this part of the galaxy, and the fact that he put a Sabotage marker here could indicate that his base is on Dantooine. That's a common play. And we were a little bit unlucky because we got Felucia and Dathomir cleared already, so I'm less inclined to go this way to discover, since we already know that he's not in one of these. We wouldn't gain any benefit from actually having units in those systems. But we'll clear my Geo and then start building a little bit of the Discovery fleet down here, exploratory fleet. What else? What else? I'm gonna cut a little bit here, so stay with me. Alright, and we're back. I will say done, and I've set up with Darth Vader on Collect Bounty, Lure of the Dark Side with Palpatine, and then Research and Development with Ozzel. He ended with his setup over here. False Orders. Choose 1 Imperial mission that is on a mission by itself. Return that leader to the pool. Ooh. Which one is he gonna do? That could ruin the whole setup here. He gets to choose 1 dude and move him away. Yeah. So if I wanted to capture, I can't. So in the mission, return the mission card to the player's hand. Alright. That was very well played by him. Now we can't capture anyone, and if we can't capture, we can't do Lord of the Dark Side either. So that was kind of rough. Well played by Mr. Crackermantle. False Orders. Damn. So now Palpatine is useless. I can't take him off the mission right now, and he can't do the mission when there's no capture. So, And he is starting off the turn by doing an attack on Mustafar without ground units. Is that correct? He's just moving in the fleet then, in order to stop my production. Or is he moving in the units, the troops? I think he's deciding. Oh, here comes the soldiers. Alright. Yeah. Alright. my mouse. I had all that time and then I didn't go and get the battery replaced. I'll do that for sure at the end of this round. I have to. Alright, let's see here. He's playing that card. Oh, that will be the one that removes a unit then. And we have the tank card, but it's not super good here. So maybe we play something else. Could play this one. Or just play one with some damage. You know, I'll try this one. Target the generator, deals 1 red damage. So we can get to deal 1 damage to his flying unit. It has red health, which is hard to get for us otherwise. And I can't click and drag anything because I don't have mouse function. Oh, he can take the tank with this one. Ah, yeah, he can indeed. Alright. So we are still rolling 2 black dice on our side, and he will be rolling 2 black and 1 red. That is what, and god damn it, I can't click anything. Maybe it's just the lag, I don't know. Maybe if I do a record again, I should be the host, I think. Alright. He is killing everything we've got with that roll. But he can deal more damage, or try at least. He can try to re-roll the red one to get healing on his airspeeder. He didn't want to do that, alright. He's dealing 2 damage to 1 stormtrooper and 1 damage to the other. So they're both dead unless we roll some lightsabers, which can heal them. That was a very bad roll. Okay, so nothing else. And the 1 damage on the airspeeder will get regenerated or healed or whatever. So it's not going too well, despite my fantastic draw of cards, missions here. We've been doing rather poorly. He's clearing up these systems without any major losses. That's unfortunate. But I think we can pull through still. Let's see, should we do this one first? Maybe. We can do 3 moves then, because Darth Vader was returned to the pool. That's something at least. Alright, we can shut down all of his production. And we probably will. And then still do 1 more move. Oh no, we can't move both to Ryloth and to Geonosis. Right. Right. But we will go to Geonosis because I want to shut down Utapau next turn. So let's do that. Right off the bat here. With random off target, sure. To Geonosis, the Star Destroyer, and all the ground units, and some TIE Fighters. I think we do 3 TIE Fighters. And it's going to be 2 fighters and a TIE instead. I like that better. Like so. And we now control Geonosis, so we can go here and put a control marker on that. There is no rebel base there. He told us that by flipping the suppression marker for us. We would not get that. If there was a base, we would have a fight instead. Moving on. We lost suppression and Mustafar as well. Loyalty in Mustafar. Alright. Interesting play. I can say okay. I could oppose, but I choose not to. So now it is Rebel Loyal, and he can start producing with that system. We should probably move to Solus then and make sure we can shut that down next turn. All of this is a distraction, I think. It's drawing my fleet away from the left side of the board where I expect his base is by now. We can make it all work. We'll take Kashyyyk. Yeah. And we'll do it with Darth Vader because he has the better ground tactics. So you will go here. Now taking Kashyyyk is a little bit dangerous because there's a special card for the Wookiees that can kill a Star Destroyer basically. So that can be dangerous. Let's see, we should leave one unit, we'll leave a Stormtrooper, one ground unit. And we will not leave any space units. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is as much as a Star Destroyer can transport. Then we'll have a ground battle. This one I should win. So we'll get an Imperial victory here. Darth Vader will lead it. The tactic cards, tactic numbers at the bottom is how many rerolls you get in space and ground respectively. So we have to play a card. I'll have to play a dummy card that we want to get rid of anyway. Or we could cancel his card, but he's not going to play anything that matters really. I could still play it. Yeah, let's do it. Because we have that special unit in the fight. The TIE Striker. Right, it's up here. No, it's not. My bad. It is not. We'll do... Oh, not that one either. This one I want to save. You know, we'll probably... No. No and no. Good question. Rebel units cannot remove diving... Yeah. Play this one. Now we can choose to use either here, because it doesn't have any special symbols on it. He will have to reveal his before we make a choice. What's going on? Oh, I think we're having some lag here. That's kind of annoying. It's not even writing my message here in text. In the chat, sorry. We can lift and move stuff around still, but we might have lost connection, it's hard to tell. He's not responding. Oh yeah, we have a ping of 999. Alright, I'll cut here and be right back. Oh no, we're moving now. Okay, good, good. He's playing this one. Next round, the Imperial player cannot play a space tactic card. I'll play an additional card here. Doesn't matter super much. I'll just play the tank card. Not going to do anything. And then we'll do the attack. I can't write anything in the chat. I can't really do a lot here. Yeah, I'll be right back. Good. And I will roll my dice. Attacker goes first. Oh, and a bad hit. Didn't kill him. But we have 3 rerolls because of Darth Vader. So I'll reroll the black dice and I'll reroll the green die. And still no hits. Okay. No hits. It happens. It's unlikely that he will kill anything, so we'll just go another round. Doesn't really matter. Let's play this one. Move the dice. Put them out again. Whoops. You have to play a card every round. That's the rule of the game. Using different tactics. Cycle the decks. So that's what we're doing here. Right, he played a card that made it so that I can't play a card. I forgot. I don't really care. I didn't want to play a card, so it's perfect. We just want to shoot this guy without rolling, with our dice, preferably. He deals 1 red damage with this Rebel Trooper here. He can't use the bazooka icon, but the lower icon still deals 1 red damage, which is enough to take on an assault tank. We can still heal it with a red lightsaber from here. So we'll try. Oh, we got it. And we killed him. We'll still reroll all these dice and try to deal more damage in case he rolls lightsaber on his side. We got more. So 2 damage, which means he can't heal, because he can only heal 1 with 1 die. He can still kill the tank with a good roll. Or, well, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. Okay. This was in Kashyyyk, indeed. I mean, if he has the Wookiee card, we would be mildly screwed. But I hope he doesn't, and we will make a point to leave Kashyyyk next turn if we can. Good. Oh, and we can go and mark Kashyyyk off. He does not have the rebel base there. Alright. So now it is Mr. Crackermandle's turn. And my computer's being really loud as well for some reason. For running Tabletop Simulator. I cannot do anything about it. I am thinking about buying some more pop filter or stuff to enhance my your sound experience. But it does cost money, that sort of thing. So it is what it is. I have put up a piece of cardboard in between the computer and the microphone in order to help reduce the sound. Sound, or intercept the sound waves, block them off, whatever, sort of create a barrier. I think it helps a little, but it might just be my imagination. He's doing infiltration in Karelia, and that's fine. Tage will make a move. We'll make a move on Sullust, but probably not yet. Well, it's tough to say where we will go. I think we will do it now, though. So go to Sullust with the fleet. And I think we bring the entire fleet here. Let's see. We need all the ground forces. Yeah. And we need probably all the space units as well. We should leave 1 stormtrooper, actually. No, it doesn't matter. We will bring another TIE. Let's see. How are we looking? We could have another assault carrier here, that's what I'm thinking, to go this way around. That's a tough choice. It's better to bring it, I think. And just leave 1 TIE fighter. If we have, as long as we have 1 unit, like a TIE fighter in the system, we can replay the Rule by Fear in the system if he should remove the loyalty. So that 1 TIE fighter does a lot by just being there. I will get suppression in here. We already knew that the base wasn't there, so that's fine. Did I put 1 in Geonosis? I did. He's doing what? Sabotage in there? Okay, so it's 1 die versus 1 die, because now that he's trying to do a mission where I already have a leader, he will oppose automatically. He really doesn't want me to go to that side. So there might be a rebel base in this corner then. I thought all this might be a distraction, but it might not be. And he failed. He didn't get 1 success with this 1 die. So that's really good for me. That's just a wasted action for Luke. Really good. Research and development in Maijiro. We'll remove the sabotage marker that cannot be contested, and we will roll 1 project card. And we got Super Laser online. So with this one, we can activate the Death Star once it's active. And what's he doing? Oh, an Inside Rebellion in here. Alright. He really wants to stop me from getting that way. That's fine. He got enough successes to make it a success. That means that 3 rebel troopers will spawn in that location and there will be a fight. So that's what we're going to do right here. And I will have Takei as my leader. And I am defensive in this battle here. Luke Skywalker is present. I think we should win it here. I will play the bombardment card. That's a pretty good one in ground battle. What that one does is if we have a Star Destroyer or a Super Star Destroyer in that system, we can do 2 black damage. And these guys have black health. This one makes it so that he rolls after me. Still, okay. We're still in the same round. I have to remind myself to go and grab a battery for my mouse after this round. But we deal 2 damage with this card before the round has even started. That's pretty good. And I roll first because he made me attacker. So hold on. Removing everything, then adding 2, 3, and 1, 2, and then 1. Yes. Huh. Wow, my rolls are not on point. This one will deal damage, so that's nice. We will roll this one. He has 1, 2 ground tactics. So let's do that. We roll. Okay, we deal 2 damage because we also got a critical hit on the green die. And they are jokers, so we can deal 1 extra damage to one of them. That doesn't really matter because you can just heal. If he rolled 3 lightsabers, it would matter. Because then he couldn't heal the last guy. Okay, he got 1 black hit, so he can kill 1 stormtrooper. Oh, he got 2 black hits then. Okay. So he can kill 1 stormtrooper still. And everything dies. No, he can save 1 dude. Right, because he got 1 lightsaber. So we have another round of combat here. And I lose my stormtrooper. We can cancel the rebel tactic card. I don't think that's worth it here. I'll save it, and then we'll play this one. Sure. And we can reverse the effect that he did on us. So now he's rolling first. He didn't deal any extra damage, but if he gets a critical hit here, no, he did not. So we remove 1 black die from the mix here. Huh. Yeah, we got it. He removed it even before I rolled, because he doesn't believe in himself, but he did. I almost didn't get him. So, yeah, that's that. Right, his little Inside Rebellion here only did kill 1 stormtrooper, so it wasn't that much. That was nice. And Takei is still in here. So all of his stopping me down here could indicate that he is either on Hoth, on Endor, or Endor with his rebel base. That could make me think so. That was his last action. Pass. So, because we can't do anything with Emperor Palpatine, we will pass, which means that the round ends because there is nothing else going on and we can't do the mission. We get it back though. Then, at the end of the round, we clear mission area. We would call leaders to pool, draw 2 missions and 2 perk cards, so we can go here and mark off Ord Mantell. That's here. And we got Dantooine. Alright, so now we know he is nowhere here. The Mygito play was another distraction in the other area. That's fine. I think he's on Hoth and Endor then. That's good to know. It's likely with the plays that he are making. So that's interesting. We have to count our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have to discard one. We have a hand limit of 10. Exploit weakness. Attempt against the captured leader. You must reveal places on top of his deck. It's not super bad. We're the bait. Another thing against the captured leader. We did have that other thing against the captured leader. All the things against captured leaders. We're not going to play all of it. I think we're discarding with the bait. Missions discard. Then, let's see. What is he doing? Did he play the... What's going on? Under the radar. He looks at the 4 top cards of the pro deck, keep one of those cards face down below this card, and place the others top on the deck, bottom of the deck in any order. So he can take a pro card and save it for later, which is pretty cool because that means he can guarantee that he will be able to move his space there later, unless I have control of that system. When you want to move your rebel base, you can move it. You draw 4 cards or 8 cards if you use 2 leaders to do the mission. When you draw the cards, you can move to any of those systems if there is not Empire loyalty in that system or a Empire unit in that system. So we can block off systems by having loyalty and by having units around the board. We can block off his movements later on in the game. And of course, he can't move to systems that I have cards on or have the cards off because he won't be able to draw them from the deck when it is necessary. He puts the cards back on top of the deck in any order. Yes, so he chooses the order. Very cool. Then I need to draw possible recruits. It shows top. Yep. Secret facility or sweep the area. So this is kind of like the one he just did. Place your face down. You may reveal the power to capture a leader in that card system. Do we have a good one? Ord Mantell, no. Felucia, no. Dathomir, no. No. None of them are good. So let's take the other one here, I think. It's basically the same thing. But we can take control of Ord Mantell with this card and gain units for that system because we have Ord Mantell here, and when we put those units in, we would gain suppression. So I think that's a pretty good pick, and we can choose to either gain Krennic or Krennic's Finest when we take this card. Let's see what he chose. He chose Saw Gerrera, who has red. I'll go for the red as well then, so we can test him. And then we will have to play this card immediately because it is an immediate. I will go and grab Ord Mantell and put it underneath that one. That's how it works, right? At the start, place the start of your turn in the command phase. You reveal the power to gain 1 triangle unit and a shield bunker in this card system. Then resolve a combat if that is applicable. But he doesn't have units in Ord Mantell, so we will basically take control of Ord Mantell for free, which is nice. 3 moves. Good. So then, now let's draw possible recruits. We don't build this turn, but units does move down the build track, so these guys will fall off, and these guys will fall down to number 2. I will put a... Oh, did he put in units already? I think he did. Yeah, he said something in Mustafar. I think that's all he got, so that's fine. I'll put in Sullust. I'll even put in the shield bunker there. I think that's applicable. Works in ground defenses as well. And we have a TIE Striker left. Well, where will you go? This is a good question. Should we even put it in? We could save it. We could save it. I think we should. Yeah. Put it in here. No. Save it. Good. And then that's basically the round. I'll go and I'll be right back. I'm going to go and change BRB to min. Go and find a battery for my mouse here. So I'll be back. And we're back, and I've set up my deployment. He has done the same, and I think what's going on down here by Princess Leia is he knows what's coming. He's suspecting that I have Lure of the Dark Side, so he is putting Princess Leia up, who's really good at blocking Lure of the Dark Side. But I'm gonna try anyway because I have to try, right? We have Rule by Fear with Grandma Tarkin. We have Hunt Them Down with Darth Vader. Krennic's Finest will do the Collect Bounty, and then Palpatine on Lord of the Dark Side, and then we have 2 leaders for movement. I think that will be okay. And then I will say done. And I have fresh batteries in my, I was going to say my phone, my mouse. So hopefully you'll be hearing fewer complaints from me this turn. And we will endeavor to shut down Utapau as well, his production up there. And then I'm hoping I can stop Mustafar as well. And we'll see about how it goes all in all. Now I would like to capture Luke Skywalker. I did click done, so yes, I am done. I will endeavor to capture Luke if possible, but any leader is really what we need. Luke will be the best one. But if he can stack his heroes in a way that it's hard to capture them. Okay, I see what he's doing here. He's doing Rapid Mobilization, which is the card that you use in order to move your base and or draw units from, or draw units from the board to the rebel base. So he's moving the probe deck to the side so the automation won't draw a card for me until he has done his move. I will start by going to Utapau and shutting that down. And I will basically go with everything, because it's super important that this succeeds. We really don't need anything else. Unless the base is here. If the base is here, I don't know what to say. Then we at least found the base, I suppose. I'm not sure if he's coming over here to play. I hope he will. Yeah, it seems like we are doing it now. I'm even playing this overrun thing that'll deal 1 damage directly. Alright, he's playing Confrontation, so he can play another card. And it doesn't really do anything. I can't heal. It's gonna be a short battle. Oh, his guy is basically already dead. Roll 1 and 2. Roll it. 1 more. I get no luck. Like, at least I get direct damage. Oh, he rolled the lightsaber, of course. So we do another round. And when you... Oh, no. And when you play the last card of your Space Tactic hand, or sorry, not Space Tactic hand, Tactic cards in one theater, you leave the final one down in the pile, and the rest will go back to your hand. So we're not getting this one back, but that's fine. It's next come around, cannot play a Tactic card, doesn't really matter. Come on, deal a damage. 1. And he didn't get a lightsaber this time, so we get to kill him. Good. And we can go and mark off Utapau on the list here. He's not on Utapau, or his base is not on Utapau. Good. And now we get a blue circle production from that space as well, which is really nice. That is another carrier. Demolition. Yeah, he will destroy one unit on the build queue that matches that icon. That is a Star Destroyer. That's fine. I'm not going to contest it. Does he have 3? He does, yeah. Okay, that is very nice for him. Destroy. Oh yeah, he gets to destroy a fighter as well. For each of the system's resource icons, yeah. Okay, cool. We can't capture Saw Gerrera, I think. So let's do something else. Hunt them down, rule by fear. Now we can stack the rest of his units in here. Or leaders in here, in order to not get captured. That might be what he's doing. In case that would be interesting. Let's do Darth Vader. Rule by fear. I kind of want to do this one early. To lock it down so he doesn't play something up here. So I'm ruling by fear in Mon Calamari. Making it loyal. We get another Star Destroyer. Luke will go on infiltration, probably in Corellia then. Yeah, so he's guarded by Saw Gerrera. Makes sense. I will say okay. That's just infiltration. This is the thing where he takes 2 objective cards, puts one on top and one on the bottom of the deck. Now I will hunt them down in Mustafar. And we can do what exactly? Destroy 2 health worth of units of your choice in this system. We should definitely go for that. Do we need to do ground or space? That's the one I'm not sure about. I think we dominate in space, so we should go for his ground units with that. Yeah. I've mulled about it, and I'm convinced that that is the right choice. What's this? After you succeed a mission in this leader system, search your mission for deck for Seek Yoda, Daring Rescue, or Critical Rescue card. Cool. So he gets one of those cards because he completed a mission with Luke Skywalker. Okay. I will do hunt them down in Mustafar. And he can contest it, or he can let me do it. My keyboard sometimes switches to the English settings, so I have to click a different button to do a question mark. I'm asking him if he wants to contest it. He says no. I will destroy an airspeeder. That's my go. Now we are guaranteed that we will win in both theaters, I think. When we attack Mustafar, we will shut down that production site. I'm fairly confident that he is in that corner of the map. Otherwise, I'm not sure where he would be. Now let's see what he does. At this point, I think he has to put a leader somewhere that is not Corellia, and that's what I'm looking for. We can try to capture that one. We're not getting Luke. It's fine. He's playing smart, and that's good. It's still good to capture a leader and turn it to the dark side. If we do that, we have one more leader every turn, and he has one less leader every turn. So it's really, really efficient. in terms of owning or getting an action efficiency. Okay. He is making loyalty in Bespin. That's fair. So he'll probably flee there once we've once we engage in Mustafar. I still think we should go there first to Mustafar and try to destroy his fleet. Some of it might retreat to Beston, but that's fine. So yeah, he's really being strong in this theater, so I will go there with basically everything. I don't think I want to leave anything. Maybe a TIE fighter? No. Yeah, we'll leave a TIE fighter. Okay, so now we have a ground and space battle in the same system. That's the first time this game you guys get to see a proper fight. And as is canon, the Empire vastly outmaneuvers, but outnumbers the rebels, and it is a desperate fight for the rebels. Which is kind of interesting. They can still do some damage here with some good rolls. So let's hope they don't have that. It's actually our first space battle, I think. We haven't played one yet. We could try to play Tractor Beam, but I don't think that's gonna work. We could play Swarm Tactics. No, we cannot play that one. We can play Reinforcements then, and that's fine. We should, I think. Yeah. Let's play Reinforcements. That will spawn a TIE Fighter and block some black damage. Oops, we gotta have our leader here. We can have Darth Vader lead the fight. Seems appropriate. He's the best leader we have here. Oh, he's cancelling our card, of course. That's the Corellian Corvette special ability. He's cancelling the card. Fair enough. Forgot about that one. Then we get 3 black, 1 green, 2 red, 3 red. Yes. Then we roll. And oh my lord. That is a really, really, really poor roll. Damn. What do we do here? I think I gotta go for destroying the Corvette. So we reroll all the red. Okay, so we deal 3 damage to it then. I will assign all of it to the Corvette. So there. And that's it. Commander likes it all to be neat, not randomly stacked, as Keejchen does it. He's rolling 2 black, 2 red, and 1 green. Gets 2 rerolls. He can destroy the assault carrier with the 2 red damage there, and he can destroy 1 fighter with that roll there. Yep, and that. All right. Clear casualties. Whoopsie. All right. So once you've done a space battle, you will resolve a round in the ground. And here we will play. Let's see. Or we could do bombardment again. That's probably applicable. Yeah, let's do that one. Dealing 1 damage to each of the troopers here. And he will kill my troopers with his hold them back card here. Oh, he can do the tank again, right? Fair enough. Oh, that's the ground card. It goes in this stack. Then we roll. And let's see. 3 black, 2 red. And that's it. And now there's some damage. They're dead. Whoops. I think it's the lag more than the battery in the mouse, actually, because I'm still having problems gripping stuff. Oh. Yeah, he almost killed an ATST, but he didn't. I stay. He can retreat then. And I expect him to. Yes, he does indeed. Retreat to Bespin. But we did strike a blow, and we locked down the production in Mustafar. So the goal has been completed. And then he has to activate still. Interesting. All right. Yeah, so now he can't block. Oh, what's going on? You cannot move out of the base because you have a leader in your base. I guess he didn't think of that. And that's a major tell. Apparently his base is adjacent to Coruscant, which means it's in Alderaan. I can't do the right. Symbol, so I can't make smileys. Yeah, he can. Wow, that's a really interesting situation. Also, I mean, I'm gonna shut down Alderaan next turn then. But he's gonna move his base this turn. So he put his base in Alderaan. Very cool. Interesting. I'll move base. I will reveal this thing. And I don't know if Crackermandel is listening to this, but he's sort of a little bit of a defeatist sometimes. And I always say that you can always... why is it Rebel Trooper, huh? You can always surrender, of course, if you don't want to play anymore. But I don't think it's over yet, just because he loses that one. And then I will... So we got Ornamentel by revealing the secret facility. Then, oopsie, I will use Krennic's Finest to try to capture... what's her name? Mon Mothma. And since she has no strength or spec ops dice, we just need to get one success here. I've seen it fail, so I'm gonna roll it. We got him. Got her. We'll move her into Mustafar. And in Mustafar, we will try to turn her to the dark side, or lure her to the dark side. Alright. We're still gonna lose Coruscant, because he's gonna move his base. The units will pop out here, and then they can go to Coruscant next turn. So he's not out of the game. I will roll 10 dice here to try to lure her to the dark side. Probably even 2 green dice. And we have 2 automatic successes, so I'm fairly confident that this will work. Even if he gets 3 dice, and he can roll lightsabers count for 2, so he could roll 6, but that's not going to be enough. So Mon Mothma is turned to the dark side. Let's see, Imperial Leader, search. And yeah, that's what I meant. This is really a strong combo. And we got it turn 1, that's amazing. Empire OP. Mother loses hope and changes side. I'm not trying to taunt you. I'm just trying to make it a little bit of fun here. Oh well. She did well, indeed. But it is looking grim for the rebellion. But he did fool me. I thought he was an Endor or a Hoth, and I moved my fleet away. The move to Kashyyyk ended up being a really good move then. That's cool. End of the round? End of the round. Now rapid mobilization. And that's basically what it does. At the end of this phase. He surrenders. Alright. I will say I don't agree with that move. He can still... The units will pop out here when the base is moved. What then will happen is he will move to a new site. And that could be anywhere, of course. That could be a bad location. But he knows what's on top. I'll say okay. That could be a bad location, of course. But I won't know where it is. And then next turn he moves first, so he can move into Coruscant and basically achieve the same goal that he was trying to do here. Made too much mistakes. I honestly thought he played pretty well here. So I don't agree, but yeah. Mr. Crackermantle, you're a bit of a defeatist. Little bit too quick to surrender, but that's okay. I think it was a good way of showing the game, sorta. And I think I will keep the video and try to upload it. We'll see if it works. Let me know what you guys think of this video, if anyone enjoyed it, and I'll try to make more. There are other games that I can play on Tabletop Simulator. Even Mage Wars. The Octagon module is better for it, but there is a very cool Mage Wars module as well. And I'll discuss the game with Mr. Crackermantle after here, but I think that is that. And that is all there is to say here. It can't do a lot when people surrender. It is what it is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.